We really have to do whatever it takes in order to reach our goals. This is something that I really stand by. This is something that I truly believe in. And this is not exactly a quote from me. It's just from the late Rich Piana. If you guys know, man. He's just someone who I used to look up to. Not exactly used to, but I most definitely still look up to him. Unfortunately, he passed away, right? R.I.P. man. R.I.P. in peace. If you guys know what I mean. He's just a famous bodybuilder, and his slogan, his tagline, even his company, I believe his company's motto, or one of his slogans, right? It's always whatever it takes. 5%ers, man. 5%ers, whatever it takes. So not only is he, interesting to watch, fun to watch, entertaining to watch, but his quotes, his sayings, his mindset, all this good stuff, right? It really makes sense to me. I mean, sure, let's not go into details, meaning to say that his habits, okay, I'm not one to judge, but professionally wise, most definitely I look up to him. Let's put it that way. Yeah. So he always says, to do whatever it takes to reach our goals. That is not just limited to fitness. Obviously, when he says that, he's telling us to not just chase fitness, meaning to say that not just to chase our bodybuilding goals, but to also go ahead and chase the business aspect side of things. Other than business, we talk about relationships as well. Relationship, business, money, self-improvement, and obviously fitness as well. That's one of the main things. So like I said, man, it's always the eternal markets: health, wealth, and relationship. So whatever it is, man, you want that dream girl, like I always say, you want that dream girl, you need to do whatever it takes. You can't be lazy. There are a lot of guys out there. Trust me, there are a lot of guys out there. Maybe you're one of them as well. Unfortunately, maybe you're one of them. Because I know myself that I know a couple of guys, right? They are close friends of mine. They're so lazy. They don't do whatever it takes. And that's okay. But the thing that is not okay is that they are complaining. They're complaining about their life. They tell me like they want this, they want that. They want this perfect girl, they want that girl, or they want to have a better life professionally. They want to change their careers, they want to do a certain business, but they don't have time, they're lazy, they're tired, I mean, at the end of the day, it all boils down to priority. That's all I have to say, man. If something is important to you, there's something of your priority, you'll most definitely make time for it. Just think about this, okay? There is no excuses. Seriously, there's no excuses. If you want something, just go out there and chase it. Don't give me excuses. Don't give yourself excuses. Wherever, this is something I also always say to my friends, is that wherever they give me those excuses, right, it's like they can lie to me. They can lie to me, they can lie to everyone in the whole world. They can lie to everybody else, but they can't lie to themselves. Because at the end of the day, they're going to bed with the head of theirs. Is it going to be peaceful? Can they go to sleep knowing that, they are just lying to themselves? That's a different story. That is a different story. And only you yourself know whether you are just giving plain excuses or is it really, really legitimate. Whether those reasons, whether those excuses, whether does it really make sense or not. Only you know. You can be the biggest liar, right? You can convince everyone around you. But only you yourself know whether you want it or not. Whether you think it is excusable or not. So, like I always say, there's no problem not wanting something. But you have to know that you really don't want that. But if you want it and you come up with a bunch of excuses, then that's when I have a problem. You know what I mean? So all my friends around me, they're always talking about this, talking about that. Most of them, at this age, right, they're always talking about they want a better professional life. They want to start their business. They've been thinking about starting their business for the longest period of time, but they always say that they don't have time to fulfill it. They don't know how to do it. They don't know what to do. They don't know how to start. And then all those questions, right? And then I ask them, okay, have you done anything to actually take the first step? At least the first step. Like, how do you take the first step? Go and learn. Go and research, go and learn. So ask them that, a very simple question. Have you actually researched about it? Have you researched anything about it? At least research. No, I have not. That's it. That's all I need to know. If you don't want it bad enough, then it's fine. But just don't come complaining about yourself, complaining about yourself to everyone, saying how tough you have for your life. Doesn't make sense, right? Like you want something, and you keep on complaining about it, but then you're not doing anything about it. Isn't that annoying? Isn't that like a freaking loser? Right? Think about it. It's so annoying. It is annoying, don't you think so? Now, no matter how close of a friend I am to them, it gets to a point where it's annoying. And like around you, right? People who are ambitious, who have goals, who are driven, they will want to be surrounded by people who are the same. And if you're like, all negative and stuff, you're only gonna, pull me down, man. You're gonna only pull me down and influence me with your negativity. You guys already know. Right? You guys already know about the saying where you're the average of the 5% or 3% that you hang out with, right? So this affects as well. And then no matter how positive you are, if you're hanging around with, let's just say, straight up losers, right? You're going to be a loser as well. Even though you're trying your best to influence them. But, of course, at least try, right? Especially if they want to. If they don't want help, then there's no point trying to help them even. There's no point wasting your time, wasting your saliva on them. There's no point. If they don't want to change, then you can't force someone to change. Unless they want to change, then sure, go ahead and try your best to help them. Then that will make sense. Then you will be a good friend. But sometimes you try your best, but they don't listen still. Then it's up to them already. But just know that it's not your duty to help anyone. Yeah, you don't have to feel bad. So if your loser friends, right, your loser circle, if they don't want to change, they're comfortable, then so be it, man. Then I guess I'm not saying to cut them away out of your life. You and them can be like hi bye friends. Every now and then, if you bump into each other, oh hi, what's up, man? A little short talk, small conversation. That's it. Just limit to that. You know what I mean? Just limit yourself to that. Yeah, because you wouldn't want them to affect your peace in your mind. You wouldn't want them to affect your momentum in whatever it is that you're achieving. I mean, you may not be achieving you may not be striving for big businesses, things of that nature. I'll talk about anything in life. That's just one example. Like if they want to be rich, but at the same time they're bitching and complaining about it, but you are working towards it, that's one thing. Or maybe if you guys are on your path of going to the gym as well. Maybe you want to start going to the gym, but your friends around you are tearing you down, telling you you're wasting your time, don't do this, don't do that, just join them, get drunk, do whatever it is that is not related to fitness. It applies as well. All of it applies. It's all applicable, whatever form of goal they are trying to reach. If your friend's unsupportive, it's fine as well. You got yourself. You don't need anybody else. You don't need their validation. That's what I'm trying to say also. Because most of the time you also have to understand, are you doing this for other people, or are you actually doing this for yourself? Because if you're doing it for yourself, you don't really need to seek external validation. If you need external validation, then you probably need to think twice again. You need to reprioritize and think, why are you even doing this in the first place? Why do you even want this in the first place? Why do you even want that car in the first place? Why do you even want that particular house in the first place? Why do you want that particular watch? That particular jewelry? All those questions, man. You have to ask yourself, are you doing it for yourself, or are you doing it for them? Are you doing it for other people? Are you trying to please strangers? And then at the end of the day, right, no one cares, man. I'm so sorry, but no one actually cares. No one cares. If anything, right, they'll hate you even more because you have something that they don't have. It's not gonna make them like you even more. Yeah, sure, they'll like you. They'll pretend to be your friend and try to get as much out of you. So that's the thing, man. That's life, right? It's really tricky. It's something that you have to be careful with. And it's quite tiring as well, right? You actually have to be careful with what you do, what you say, who you're with, who you hang out with, even your significant other as well. You have to be careful with her as well. It's life, man. Tiring, man. But here's what it is. Life's a battle. Many struggles. Yep. So, do whatever it takes to reach your goals. Make sure you don't come up with excuses. Make sure you really want it. Make sure you do it for yourself and not for other people. Not even for your parents, man. Straight up. I know this sounds really harsh, but you don't even need to seek approval from your family members, from your parents, from your siblings. You don't need to. You just need to do it for yourself. Seriously, do it for yourself. Don't do it for anybody else. Maybe for them, they have their best interests for you. But sometimes you have to ask yourself as well, why are they even saying that in the first place? Like where is it coming from? What's the intention as well? And is it because they can't do it themselves? That's why they kind of like project their insecurities on you. You have to understand as well. You have to understand where is it coming from, what's the intention, what's the backstory behind their messaging towards you. Yeah. Some people think that I think too much. Like, why am I over-analyzing all this kind of stuff? It's not as serious as I think. But this is how it is, man. Life is not that easy. Life is not that simple. It's not so straightforward. I wish it is so straightforward. But the more I interact with people, the more I understand humans. I mean, I'm a human as well, by the way, in case you guys forgot. Yeah, the more I interact with more people, communicate with more people, the older I grow, the more I realize that, well, we're all selfish beings. No matter the blood. Seriously, man. We all think for ourselves first. We don't really think for other people first. Well, sure, some cases there will be, but it's super rare, man. Very, very rare. I know this video is like everywhere, right? Because I have a lot of thoughts. I have a lot of thoughts about all this type of stuff. Because for this video, at least for this channel, right, I'm trying to target people who are younger than me. I'm just basically giving advice to my younger self, because I know that my younger self would love to hear all of this. He need to hear all of this. And it's the internet, it's on YouTube, so obviously, and I consume a lot of YouTube content back then, so that is my target avatar. I'm basically just targeting myself. So if my young self, my past self is out there, if you're watching now, take this advice. If you feel lost, if you feel like you need advice, you don't know what to do for certain areas in your life, you feel lost, you feel unmotivated, or maybe you feel motivated but you don't know what to work on, you know, there's so many things. Yeah, I'm not saying I have all the answers, but I have the answers for myself. Yeah, for the past problems that I've been through, I have the solutions for it, because I'm sharing it right now. That's the idea. This channel is still relatively new, so I'm still kind of like trying to navigate and trying to find my path as well. Yeah, but all I have to say is, like I said earlier on, it's 100% for sure the younger self for me. I'm just targeting myself, giving all this self-improvement help out there. Alright, so let me know if you guys have any questions about this whole self-improvement journey, what you guys need more help in, especially for younger males. When I was younger, I believe it will be beneficial when it comes to all things health, wealth, and relationship. Yes. Alright, so do whatever it takes to reach your goals and never give up. Don't give a shit about other people's opinions. They will only start giving a shit about you once you achieve what you say you want to achieve. Then afterwards they will ask you, how are you doing it? Please teach me, please show me the ways. I always thought that you could do it, man. That's how it is, man. That's how it is. So don't give up. Stay true to yourself. Make sure that whatever it is that you have in mind, whatever goals you have, stay with it. it will pay off in the long run. You'll be proud of yourself, man. You will seriously be proud of yourself. And that's the only thing. That's the only thing that matters. You being proud of yourself. You being proud of yourself is one thing, and you have to make your younger self proud. So right now, whatever it is I'm doing, right, I'm just doing it for my younger self. I want to do him proud. I'm doing this for him. He deserves it, man. He deserves everything in the world. Alright? So hopefully you guys get what I'm trying to say. Hopefully you guys get what I mean. And just go for it, man.